Who am I and how did I start these multiple businesses starting from zero in multiple countries? I'm going to share all of that with you so you too can be successful. And yes, I'm also going to share with you the secret on how I went from a nobody to becoming the global champion in sales across 151 countries. So my name is Dev Sethi, born in Thailand, grew up in India, that's I studied in India, and now I live in Sydney, Australia. Life didn't start in an easy way. So in 2006, I arrived in Australia with only $3,000 in my pocket, borrowed money, no job, nothing. With only one dream, that I want to give back to my family. I want to give the best to my family. I will build myself up and help them as well. Why did I have this dream? Because in 1997, back in Thailand, my parents had a business, but because of the Asian financial crisis, it tanked. And it sort of didn't really take it off after that. And I felt that I was always dependent on them, and I wanted to do something for them. They've been giving me everything in life. I've got everything in life that I could ever ask for. Now it's my turn to give back to them. So hence I came to Australia, and with one dream, I'm going to grow myself so much, and I'm going to be financially independent, financially stable, financially successful, so I can give back to them. And that's exactly what I did, right? For the next 10 years, I just kept at it. Along this way, bought my dad a car, sent them on multiple trips overseas as well. I felt very fulfilled. 2018, fast forward about 10 years, my dad was with me in Sydney, Australia on a Thursday. Friday, he went back to Thailand. Saturday, he entered ICU. And this just completely shook my world, right? His heart rate went from 80 to 190, and life just flashed in front of me, saying that there's so much more I wanted to give back to my dad, my mom, and now all this is happening. So I flew back to Thailand, and sitting in the ICU room, right, in the footstep of the ICU room, I just prayed and I said, I hope my dad recovers so that he's healthy, alive, and everything, so that I have a second chance to help him, give as much back to him as possible. And that's exactly what happened. Thankfully, he's alive, he's happy. But when I came back to Australia in June 2018, that's when things changed absolutely. Unlike I'm in a job, I need to transition out of my job and really build myself up to the next level so I can give as much time, as much money, as much help, really spend more time with them as well. That's really the dream. But then I had this thought in my process, if I build my own business, how am I going to do it? What skills do I need? So in that moment, I spoke to my wife at that time. And at that time, I spoke to my wife and I told her, look, I need 12 months. I need 12 months to really make this transition. But if I start a business and I don't know how to bring clients in, there's no business. So then I decided to actually officially and formally learn how to close sales. So I was still working in a job full time in 2018, 40 hours in my job. Across the next 12 months, which actually took 18 months, I was closing sales on the phone, on the side. So 40 hours in my job, 50 hours on the side. That's 90 hours every single week. Yes, about 12, 13, 14 hour days I was having consistently for 18 months straight. But here's the magic, right, that happened. In that 18 months, I took about 4,000 phone calls, right? Each phone call was about 1 hour to 1.5 hours. And I kept at it, right? I started closing sales. I learned how to connect with people. I learned how to actually communicate on the camera, communicate on the phone. And in that process, I closed sales over $1 million US. This is closing sales for someone else, right? And in that process, I also went for a competition in Canada. 6,500 people competed across 151 countries. I was awarded the champion. Yes, the first person to receive this award across Australia, Thailand, Asia, Europe as well. So this is a massive win that I got. And when I got that, I felt like, wow, this is an opportunity now that I can transition out of my job, because now I have the skills to build a business. So fast forward again, in 2019 December, which took about 18 months, I transitioned out of my job to build a business. But here's another thing that happened, right? 2020 came, I started my business. That's when the world closed down. Remember the pandemic? That's exactly what happened. I started my business when the world closed down. And I was like, what's this? How am I going to survive? What am I going to do? What business am I going to do? But you know what? Because I had the skill of sales, I knew how to get clients. I built my business online. The business has been now 4 years. The first year was absolutely really tough, okay? And why am I sharing this is because when you start something new, you may find that it's really tough. But if you stick with it for a while, you will grow and grow. And that's exactly what happened. In this next 4 years, when I started building the business, I had a business in India, in Thailand, in Australia, and 15 other countries that my clients were from. Yes, I had clients from 18 countries all total. I started succeeding. My clients started getting results. What did I do? I started helping people how to close sales. And then I was like, okay, that's the first step. While I was helping people close sales, people was asking me, how did you build a business? What did you do? Slowly from one thing, it led to another thing. It led to the next thing to actually show people how to transition from their job into their own business, or if they wanted to build a business, I'll actually show them that as well. And that's exactly what I started focusing on. And that gave birth to a movement that I started, which is called Wealth on Command. Impact beyond just money. Why this? Because I feel that wealth is beyond just money. Wealth is time with family. Wealth is the happiness you get. Wealth is health. Wealth is spiritual. Wealth is when you have kids, you see your kids grow. That's all wealth. But it starts with having money first, so you can buy that freedom. So that's where I started. I call it Wealth on Command. I started helping people as a business coach, helping people how to actually build their business, close more sales, get more clients. That's what I started. And as I grew my business, right, companies started coming and asking me to say, hey, you've actually been great at sales. You help people actually build sales teams as well. Can you help us as well? So you see, from just starting to help people how to close sales to starting people how to build a business, now I set up a new stream of business, consulting. Consulting companies now across Australia and Thailand, how to actually build sales team, how to actually grow their revenue, how to maximize their profit. That's the consulting business. Why am I sharing this with you? Because you know what you start off with, you may not actually end up there. You will continue to grow, but there's a place you start. So I started actually teaching a sales coach, then I became a business mentor. Now I'm actually a business growth consultant. And this is the journey that what I'm going through. And my vision for the business mentor here is I want to help at least 10 million people, right, across the globe, so that they can build their business. Why? Number one, be financially successful, give back to their family, and have the time to do whatever they want to do. That's the vision I have. Now, when I grew my consulting business, the vision for my consulting business is I want to help 100 businesses add $3 million in their business over 3 years. So you see, as you grow, each business of yours will have a different vision. So if you are in this stream here where you feel you need help in actually building your business and you're not really sure how to do it, hey, comment below, reach out to me. I'll share with you some more strategies that you too can be successful. If you're up here and you want to build a sales team and you actually want to grow your company, reach out. My consulting business can also help you in that. You see, I started from absolutely nothing, but I had a dream. I had a dream to give back to my family. It all started with that one dream. What is your dream? Start with that. Write it down. One dream will lead to another, to another, to another. This is how I built my business empire. If you've got questions about how to build yours as well, let me know. Comment below. Let's have a chat, right? My name is Dev Sethi, and I am here to maximize your potential, to give back to my family, to help you give back to your family as well, and help each other build this community which I call the Wealth on Command community. It's a community where we make an impact beyond just money.